Hello everybody, it's the Peaky Miner here again for another episode. Before we get going with today's episode, I'd just like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Today we're going to be finishing off the iron farm. So behind me you can see where the hoppers are. That's where all the iron has got to be funneled into. So the first thing that I want to do today is to make the killing chamber. Basically I'm going to use lava. The iron golems will fall into the lava and then get killed off. But first I'll build some scaffolding up to the correct Y level that I need to go with the funnel to get far enough above the world so that I won't have golems spawning in problematic places. The killing chamber is now complete. The lava from the dispenser will be dispensed over the top of the signs. That means that the iron golems will fall into lava and get killed, but then all the drops will just fall through the signs and into the hoppers. That's the funnel complete. I've used light grey glass at the front so you can see the iron golems falling down into the killing chamber and getting killed. Now I've completed a platform off the funnel. This will give me an area to actually build the farm on. Right, so now I've built the platforms up a bit more. You can see down there is where the killing chamber is. And basically, in between the bigger platforms on each side, there'll be a water runway. So once released, the water will take all the iron golems down from their spawning platform into the killing chamber. And as well as an iron farm, this is going to actually be a villager breeder. So I've got carrots growing up here. The capacity of this iron farm is about 96 villagers, I think. But rather than have to get all of those villagers up here, I'm just going to send the first 15 or 20 and then allow them to breed. So what will happen is gradually the iron will become more and more efficient as it goes along. So now I've built the areas where the villagers will live. I'll take you for a look in a bit more detail. Inside these glassed over areas, there's beds and workstations, everything a villager needs to keep them happy. So there's two sides, there's that side, and then the other side is exactly the same, and then the golems spawn in the middle. Over on this side, I've built a little bit of minecart track. The villagers will come up here from the villager breeder. They'll go along the track, then they'll come to this activator rail and they'll get pushed onto that block there. Either side of that there's two gaps with trapdoors so that the villagers will think that they can walk over the trapdoors, and in fact they'll just simply fall into the farm. So now I've completed the rail track up to the farm. Let's go and see if it works. So I've built this little station. In here is a dispenser, and that's going to dispense minecarts when I press the button. Let's see if it works. Well, the minecart's dispensed. Now I do have to give this a bit of a nudge and then it picks up a villager. I think there was a baby villager in there. The baby villagers tend to get pushed to the front. So let's follow it up and see what's happened. Now, is there a villager in there or not? Yes, there's the baby villager. Right, so I need another 15 or 20 villagers inside. So just nudge the cart again. That'll pick up a villager through the glass. I think that was another baby villager. Now if I just wait here, the minecart should come back and then I can just keep repeating the process. Hopefully it's not too long. Here it comes. So let's do that again. Okay, well I'm going to do some work now getting villagers into there and I'll bring you back later. So that's the iron farm complete. It's filled up nicely with villagers now and my chests are filling up nicely with iron. As you can see, I've added a few decorations. I've built some stone brick pillars to give it a bit of support. And I think it all looks pretty cool right now. And I think all in all, I'm very pleased with the way it looks and with the way that it's functioning. I'm actually quite pleased with the way that the buildings turned out at the bottom, the storage building, because I was worried that it might have been a bit low to start with. But I think all the proportions fit quite nicely now, looking at it. You can see the iron golems dropping down there. So yes, I'm very pleased with this build. So I think that's where we're going to end this episode. Don't forget, as always, if you're enjoying this series, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me a like and drop a comment in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next episode. By order of the Peaky Miner.